Good morning. You are Wankhede Nikhil Ajabram.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hails from Maharashtra, right?
Yes.
You have written your mother tongue is
Marathi.
Marathi. Are you comfortable in Hindi or English?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Nikhil Wankhede, why don't you take a seat?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so Nikhil, you did your graduation with political science, history and sociology.
Yes.
Can you tell me something about the preamble of India? Preamble of Constitution of India?
Yes, sir. When our founding fathers, means our fathers of Constitution, when they were preparing Constitution, so at that time there was a need which arises that there should be a guideline, there should be a structure, or there should be a one-page charter which can define the whole Constitution. So according to that effort, preamble was set up, and it was taken from objective resolution. Yes.
What line defines our preamble?
We the people of India.
Okay.
So these three words, it denotes all.
Okay. Right. Now, Wankhede, which place is very famous with this name in your Maharashtra region?
Akola.
No, Wankhede.
Wankhede, sir. There is Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai.
Okay.
But
Very
sir, there is difference. My spelling of my surname is Wankhede.
It is Wankhede.
Yes.
So is there a difference
Stadium
between
is
Wankhede and Wankhede?
KB.
Yes, that is Wankhede.
Okay.
KHED, and my surname is WNKHADE.
Okay.
So this is the main difference.
Okay, I'm not aware about it, right? Okay. So, can you tell me what is the contribution of Maharashtra in national movement?
Yes, as we all know, the era of what we can say aggressive politics. It was led by Lal Bahadur Shastri. It was Lokmanya Tilak,
Okay.
Bipin Chandra Ghosh, and Lala Lajpat Rai. So, and also the social reform movement, which was led by the trio of Mahatma Phule, Dr. Ambedkar, and Shahu Maharaj. So it had led the huge contribution in social reform movements, is the upliftment of the vulnerables and the deprived class sections, and also, as we all know, Veer Savarkar, who was the chief revolutionary. He was also from he was also from Maharashtra, and his organization Abhinav Bharat, which was established in 1902, so that played a vital role in the revolutionary movement. And I think this revolutionary movement, that era of 1926 to 1931, so it had contributed to the Indian independence movement.
Okay.
Can you tell some contributions of Tilak?
Yes, he established, he founded two newspapers, was Maratha, which was in English language, and Kesari, which was in Marathi language. So through his writing and speeches, which was we can say the pinnacle or led the baton of aggressive nationalist movements in India. After that, Tilak, who went to Mandale and spent 6 to 8 years in that jail, and after coming
Why Mandle?
Huh?
Why Mandle?
Why Mandale? No, so I don't know the exact reason.
Okay.
I'm not aware of it.
And in his early days,
Okay.
what tools he used to attract masses in Maharashtra?
Yes, to attract the masses, the common masses of Maharashtra, he introduced Shivaji Jayanti, because we all know that Shivaji Maharaj is a prominent figure in Maharashtra. So it is not only a prominent figure, but it is a common figure among the masses. So starting Shivaji Jayanti and Ganesh Chaturthi, which was a religious tool which he used very well. And I think right now also we celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi.
Can you think these tools, Ganesh Chaturthi and Shivaji Mahotsav, unwillingly promoted communalism?
Sir, in my opinion, it is not that. Means I don't think, and in my opinion, I don't think that
Because
it's great communalism.
because survey says so many historians research over the topic, because in his mass movement the participation of Muslim community was very less.
Yes.
Do you think it was the cause Shivaji Mahotsav and Ganesh Chaturthi?
No, sir, I don't think so. Because if you see the speeches or if you see the writings of Lokmanya Tilak, so you will never found any anti-Muslim element or any means which can lead to communal tensions or which can create communal conflict between two communities, like say Hindu or
Okay.
Muslims.
New lamp for old. New lamp for old. An article written by Arvindo Ghosh.
Okay.
Arvindo Ghosh. What amount that article influenced to the Tilak?
No, sir, I'm not aware of it.
So tell about something Shivaji. What was the role of Shivaji in the construction of, in the foundation laid by him to the Maharashtra Andolan, Maratha Andolan, Maratha movement, Maratha state?
Yes, sir. Initially, when Shivaji was a child, when his mother, Jijamata, so she was the leading figure behind his motivation, and she gave him the vision to establish a Maratha confederacy or a Maratha, we can say a Maratha state.
Not confederate.
So in that direction, his vision, his leadership, his determination, his way of communication with the Malwas, means those who are the local inhabitants in Maharashtra, they are called Malwas. So with the help of those Malwas, he tried to establish it. He fight with the Mughals, not only with the Mughals. Actually, it happened later. Initially, his fight was with Nizam Shahi and Adil Shahi, means who were the local enemies of Maratha Confederacy. Means not Maratha Confederacy, but Maratha, that Jagirdari system. So after firmly establishing his grip over the Pune area or the Deccan Peninsula, then he strike against Mughals, which was very success. And in his entire journey, he captured some 323 forts.
Okay. Can you see Maratha Mughal conflict struggle as a struggle of Hindu Muslim?
No, sir. It is I think it is the fight of states only. We all know that Mughals were a Muslim state, though the ruler was Muslim, though the ruler was Hindu.
Can you give some supports?
Yes, sir. Because in Mughal administration, various Rajput Sardars, or like Amar Singh, Ashok Singh, and Savai Jai Singh, who was very famous. So they supported Mughals in their administration. And when
I would like to come to your first question that was asked to you about the preamble of the Indian Constitution. You use the word "we the people of India." What does that define?
So we the people of India, it defines the power of India. It defines the unity and integrity of India.
In
Means it is the
concept
will.
of the Constitution of India. Define it in concept of the Constitution of India. There are four major concepts hidden in the preamble of the India in relation to the Constitution. Define them.
So first concept is equality. Second concept is not that. First concept, secular democratic republic. So
What is this secular democratic republic? What is it defining?
secularism is there would be no.
No, you're not getting it. In respect to our Constitution, Let me give you an example. The word secular democratic republic is defining the nature of the Indian constitution. There are three more important concepts hidden in the preamble. Define three of them. I am not want to define what is secularism. I want to define preamble with respect to constitution. What we know about the constitution from the preamble of the Indian constitution.
So preamble is a mirror of constitution.
Okay.
It shows it envisions the vision of the founding fathers whom by which they want to create a great India, a united and integrated India. And through preamble, the various aspects of constitution like fundamental rights, DPSP, FDs, fundamental duties. So preamble provide an insight to, and it in short I would like to say that it provides a summary to our Indian constitution. Means the vision, the future plans and the society that we want to create.
You are not getting my point. Let me give another example. The term "we the people of India" in the preamble defines that the Indian constitution is getting its authority from the people of India.
Yes.
The term secularism, democratic republic defines the nature of the constitution. Equality, status of opportunity defines the objectives of the constitution. And the term 26th of January 1949 defines what it defines: the day our constitution was enacted and adopted.
Yes.
I want this answer from you. I don't want to define what is preamble. Okay, can you recall the entire preamble?
Yes, so we the people of India solemnly resolve to establish republic, sovereign, social, secular.
Okay, leave it. Sir.
Okay, Nikhil, you gave civil services mains examination in 2018, right? What were your optional?
So my option was history.
History. It was history. Okay, and you are a Buddhist, right?
Yes.
So, do you explain the main theme of the Buddhism?
Yes, sir. As we all know, Buddha is known as the first physician, or the one of the first physicians in the world who has searched for the causes of misery, and means provided the solution that how to conquer the misery, how to remove it, how to eliminate from your mind and soul. So this is the crux. This is the crux of Buddhism. So while defining this crux, he has stated 4 Arya Sattas. That is 4 noble truths, we always say. And to achieve that 4 noble truths, he has shown ways. Means that is Ashtanga Marga. That is 8 ways.
What are those 4 noble ways?
So first is to acknowledge that there is a misery in the society. Means there is pain, there is sufferings. Okay. So this is the reality that we have to accept. Means the first noble truth is that. The second was that there are some reasons, there are some causes which led to this misery. Okay. Then the third noble truth is there are some solutions. Means there are some ways to from where we can reduce or we can eliminate the misery. And 4 are the ways. That 4th noble is equal to Ashtanga Marga.
How can we differentiate Buddhism from Jainism? What are the basic crux behind it?
So the first basic crux which I see is the belief in soul. Buddhism believe in God, God and soul. Buddhism believes in soul, but it rejects God. It's the existence of God. Whereas the Jainism, they believe in soul and God, and they call it as Jin. Means the supreme authority or the supreme power.
Okay. In Buddhism, I think that there is no provision of Murti Puja, right?
Yes.
Okay. But in Buddhist mandirs or Buddhist places, the statue of Buddha is there.
Yes, sir.
So, is there any contradiction? Do you see that?
Yes, sir, you are absolutely right. Because Buddhism is against the idol worship, and it is in contrast with that philosophy that the most number of idols in this world are of Buddha only. So I think this is the contradiction. But sir, I think there is a difference between idol worship and just keeping an idol in the form of human figure. How? You may ask how. Murti puja, I mean, idol worship is like that. You bath to that figure, you wear clothes, you apply. Means, for example, if you see the Rishabh Deva, they just pour honey, lemon, and they wash the entire figure. So this is not not happen in Buddhism. We means those who are believers, Buddhist faith, they just put statue of Buddha and that's it. Means it's just a symbol. There is no relation between actual idol worship.
Okay.
Which articles of the Indian Constitution deal with this religion, faith, worship? You know?
Yes, Article 25, 26 and 28.
25,
Article 25,
26.
Article 25 deals with the right to religious freedom, right to faith, right to propagate of religion.
26.
Right to Article 26, it not so, no sir, I am not able
28.
to 28, it deals with the establishment of minority institutions.
Minority institutions, okay.
Yes.
So what kind of minority institution are they establishing under Article 28?
Sir, the definition of minority is not given anywhere in the Constitution.
Okay.
But according to Supreme Court, those who are by language we can say means linguistic minorities.
Linguistic minorities are, I think, under Article number 30 or 29.
It's 29.
Okay.
Yes.
We are talking about religious minorities.
Religious minorities. So Supreme Court has given directives that those who are less in number, we can call them as minorities. For example, like Muslims, Jains, Christians.
So, I want to ask what kind of institutions they are establishing.
Educational institutions.
Yes.
Yes.
And
which can
are they getting any benefit from the state or central government? Any kind of subsidy or anything like that?
Yes. Most of the madrasas, they are getting subsidy from the
Madrasa,
central
Jain
and state government, as well as Jain school as well, and as well as Christian convents.
So, do you think it's good that we are establishing different institutions, preaching their own religion in there? It's good for our country.
Sir, actually there are two things. In my opinion, there are two things. First thing is, if that is totally unaided, means not the aid not provided by government.
Okay.
There the regulation it loosens, means they can propagate their own religious teachings. But if the aid is provided by government, then government can put some regulations.
Okay, I have another question for you. I am in a Jain school. Okay, it's not aided by the central, the state government. It's really established, and they want me. I am a Hindu, and they want me to perform a certain prayer that I don't want to. So in that case, what should I do? मैं वहाँ पढ़ रहा हूँ और वो एक स्पेशल प्रेयर सुबह मॉर्निंग में करते हैं जो मैं नहीं करना चाहता. तो उस केस में what should I do?
So I think you can refuse.
I can refuse.
You can refuse to pray. But if you go to according to the curriculum, then I think you should support them, because it's just a matter of prayer. It is nothing to do with your own inner feelings.
Okay. So you mentioned that one of your hobbies is playing volleyball.
No sir, I have participated in volleyball. No.
You mentioned it in your dad.
Yes.
So who is the current captain of the Indian volleyball team?
Yes sir, it's Gurmeet Singh.
Gurmeet Singh.
Yes. Sorry, he is Gurinder Singh.
Gurinder
Singh.
Yes. That's the word I
from
want to hear.
Punjab. Yes, Gurinder Singh.
Okay, sir.
Watching historical documentaries is one of your hobbies, right?
Yes sir.
Which kind of historical documentaries you are interested in?
So, which are mostly related to modern history and world history. I watch this documentary in spare time, and usually means always from YouTube channel. So there are 3 channels which I have subscribed.
Okay.
So from there.
Okay, can you name one of those channels?
Yes sir. There is History TV.
History
so,
TV.
So they provide very good documents, and another is Real History. REEL Real History.
Okay.
So that is also one platform from documentary, and there another one is Timeline. So
Timeline is there.
Timeline channel
Okay.
of YouTube. So they also provide.
Don't you think YouTube and these channels are consuming more of our time and saving? Because when you watch one video, supposing the video of half an hour, then you move to another video, and you waste more than 2 to 3 hours watching videos over YouTube. Do you think it's somehow affecting the younger generation? These channels, YouTube, or what we have other tubes that are providing free videos.
Yes, sir. It is true, but to a certain extent.
Okay.
Because when you are preparing for, like, I am preparing for civil services, and I know the value of time. So I will spend less time on YouTube, or in case I will prefer only those videos which are relevant to my preparations. But if you see the other masses, means the college going students, or those who are not interested in competitive, or those who are just amateurs, then definitely there is a loss of time.
Okay, one more thing I would like to ask you, that you are preparing, you are looking for civil services examination, right?
Yes, sir.
And you are also giving this examination that is for armed forces. So is there any contradiction in your mind कि आपको किधर जाना है?
No, sir. There is no contradictions.
Okay.
No.
So you are always looking for armed forces, or you are also after
Sir,
joining the armed forces you are also you will also give the civil services examination?
yes, sir. My frankly speaking, my final goal is to crack civil services.
Okay.
So, but I see CAPF as a route to achieve that goal. So that's why right now my preference is to clear CAPF.
In what ways you are seeing that as a route?
As a route, sir, because in training I will get to know most of the things, means regarding to internal security, regarding to external security, Indian foreign policy, public relations, how to handle public.
Okay.
So I think that training will help to improve my opinions regarding public matters or policy issues.
Don't you think it will be a loss for the government? You have been selected an assistant. Supposingly you are an assistant commandant. After 2 to 3 years, you cleared the civil service examination and you got selected at the rank of IRS, supposingly IRS. Then you will leaving this post for the assistant commandant and joining there. So don't you think the government will spending lakhs on you during your training, will be paying you, will providing all the facilities? It will be a loss for us that we are using an officer and he is joining in the other department.
Yes, sir. It is the yes, sir. I am agree with you. It is a loss for the department, but it is a win situation for the entire nation, because you are leaving one nation and joining another nation, which is the same prestigious. UPS means IAS is also a good post, and CAPS means I compared as equivalent. They are both the same. Means it is a win-win situation, I think.
Okay, you gave the mains examination. What were your preferences of services in your TS?
So my first preference was IPS.
IPS.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Second was IAS, and third was IFS.
Now one question from history.
Okay.
First is, what is difference between Jinn and God in Jainism?
Okay. Alright. So, Jina is a word which is used to denote the supreme authority or the supreme power. In layman language, we use the word God. So, I think this is the main difference.
Once again try to recall, because I think its answer should be different.
Okay.
Being a student of history also, as you have mentioned in your curriculum, so you must know difference between Jina and God. And next is Jainism and Buddhism. Both came by the challenge to the Vedic ideologies, Vedic rituals, and both are known as what? Atheist in nature.
Okay.
So, which organization, which religion is called atheist?
So, I think no religion is atheist.
Do you think Buddhism was not religion?
Yes, so Buddhism is a religion, but it is not it is not atheist, because we have positivities. Means if you are not
Okay. Astika and Nastika philosophy. Nastika philosophy. Nastika. So, in ancient texts, the term Nastika used for Buddhism and Jainism. So, what was the concept of Nastika?
Yes, sir. So, according to ancient traditions, or Nastika is someone who is not believe in God, means a non-believer in God, and the philosophy which he adopt. So we can call him as a atheist or a non-believer. And when it comes to Jainism and Buddhism, then they preach as we can say in Jainism, they call for jina, means they accept God, or they accept a supreme form of energy which is existed in this world, or which regulates the world.
So, another question. Dhamma, Sulahe Kula,
Okay.
Dhamma, Sulhe Kul, and monotheism of Rajaram Mohan Roy. Rajaram
Mohan Roy.
Mohan Roy. So, what was the message of Dhamma? What was the message of Sulhe Kul or Deen-e-Ilahi?
Yes.
Deen-e-Ilahi and monotheism. So, can you trace common elements in these three?
So the common element which I see in these three religions is the belief in the supreme entity with no figure, no form, no image, no size at all. Another is they believe in evolution. They believe in changing situations. Changes should be there in every religion, in these religions, according to the situations. This is the common factor which I see in Buddhism, monotheism, as well as in Sulekul.
And what were the messages?
So Buddhism gave the important message.
Dhamma.
Yeah.
Dhamma, Sulekul, and monotheism of Rajaram Mohan Roy.
Yes. Dhamma is the way of life, is the way of living. Means how you carry out your daily routine, how you interact with the people, how you interact with the society, how you respect the elders, your attitude towards the human being as well as animal being. So this message is conveyed by Dhamma. Means they have given the directive, they have given the directions that how to respect, how to, means what principles or what factors you should follow to live an ideal life in society. The same message is given by Sulekul, though it is quite religious, but its emphasis was on spiritualism. Means it has an influence of Sufism as well. So Sulekul has given the same message of universal brotherhood and harmony among the society, peace. So this is the main message given by Sulekul. And monotheism, as propounded by Rajaram Mohan Roy.
Used by Rajaram Mohan Roy.
Yeah, used by Rajaram Mohan Roy. So he has delivered the same message of universal truth, universal soul, and promote cooperation and harmony among the society.
Okay, you have given first priority to CISF, right?
Yes, sir.
For what perspective CISF was established?
So I think the variations in responsibilities or the variations in postings means, for example, there are 4 to 5 wings in CISF. Like they are providing security for PSUs, public security, public sector undertakings like airport, hospitals, mining sector.
Airport security is different from public sector undertakings. They are different. Airport security is different from public sector undertakings.
No.
They have a separate sector for airport security.
This is separate. PSUs are different.
Yes.
Means atomic power plants, your mining sector, it comes under PSU.
Atomic power plant, they are under DAE, Department of Atomic Energy. They are not under PSU. They have you are saying that they are separate branches of CISF that are providing security.
Yes. So it provides security to PSUs as well as airports, railway station, metro stations, and it also provides consultancy to the private business firms. Means for example, like in Pune, in Infosys, we have launched CISO branch over there. Next is, it has a role. It has to play a vital role in disaster management as well. So
One second.
a separate wing.
What was the reason for the establishment of CISF? At that time, we were having CRPF. We could have given this security to CRPF or any other paramilitary force. What was the reason for establishing CISF particularly for this?
No, sir, I am not aware of that reason.
Okay. So what's the mandate of ITBP?
No, sir.
Okay.
When was CISF established?
It was established in 1969 by the Act of CISF Act 1960.
CISF Act and Rules 1969.
60.
And the reason for establishment of CISF is to target industrialized security in our country because of the fire that broke out in HCL Ranchi.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's the difference between BSF and your ITBP in concept of their duty, their border areas, all that?
So BSF and ITBP, they have different jurisdictions, as the name it says, that border security force, and it has been deployed in Indo-Pak border as well as on Indo-Bangladesh border, and ITBP is deployed on right from Karakoram pass to Lapchela, Arunachal Pradesh, covering some 3,845 kilometers of stretch. So it is, and ITBP is considered as a mountaineering force. Means they are trained to deal in means low temperature and low pressure areas. They have trained, and BSF is the as we all know that it is the first line of defense.
So, what do you think about the BSF personals who are deployed in the region of Siachen?
Siachen, Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes, sir. It could be a tough job for them as well because
Why-
they are not trained to.
Why
do
don't
that
we
job.
merge all these CAPF, those guarding borders, and create a single umbrella organization for guarding all the borders of the country? Why is this separate BSF for this Pakistan border, SSP for Nepal border, Bhutan border, all that?
So because the geographical locations are very very different, because India doesn't have a uniform geographical locations. Means in the northwest the borders are very porous and very open. Means infiltration or the penetration is very much easy. But at compared to Nepal border or in Arunachal Pradesh, due to glaciers or due to Himalayas, so that type of mentality or that type of training is required. So that's why wings have been separated, and it has all formed under CAPF. And same case is with CRPF as well, because it deals with internal security. So due to these different functions, these different branches have established, and I think it should not be merged, because one man cannot get all kind of trainings. Means he should have a specialized training in specific purpose.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, Nikhil. So, best of luck for your future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nikhil?